Oh my God. Ready? Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tea with Trish. And I know you could be anywhere on a Tuesday, but you decided to be here with me, with us. And so I appreciate you for that. Today I have a very special guest by the name of
Crystal Royval, but I'm also known as Crystal Rose.
And where can we find you on Instagram?
It's Crystal Rose Artistry. Crystal with the C.
Crystal Rose Artistry.
Yes.
Artistry.
Yes.
No. Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, wait, hold on before we get started. I just peeped these nails right here. I want those. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys.
Some of them.
Wow.
Thank
you.
you.
Oh my goodness, I love those.
Yeah, thank you.
Do they rip your clothes?
No.
Poke holes?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. No, I do it all the time. That's why I try to round mine out a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, yours are so nice. Oh my goodness.
Thank
I
you.
love.
Yeah, I have a really good guy, and I put crosses on him.
Yeah.
And I had the Virgin Mary here too, but she fell off.
Yeah, those are so beautiful.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
okay, so besides your amazing nails,
Thank you.
I already love you.
I love you too.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so actually, it's funny that we're here because this is where I grew up. And can I say where we're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I grew up in San Fernando, Silmar, Pacoima, Granada Hills. But my roots start here in San Fernando.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a full circle moment right now.
Yeah. So you started here.
Yes.
You grew up here.
Born and raised.
And went to what school? Let's start elementary.
Okay.
Okay, let's start elementary.
I went to St. Ferdinand's.
Okay.
In San Fernando.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes. And then I went to Porter Junior High.
Okay, so you did what everybody else does.
Just for 2 years.
Okay.
7th and 8th grade.
Okay.
Which were like the perfect years to go to public school.
Oh, yeah. Because nobody wants to really go to OB. Right? Sorry. Nobody wants to go to Ala Vista or didn't. I don't know how it is now. But everybody that, because our school is Ala Vista here, and it was not fun. So everybody would get bussed out or go to another school. So Porter, Frost, all of those schools were considered the good schools, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to Porter.
Just for 7th and 8th grade. And the reason why I say they were the best years is because that's when you start like wearing makeup and you figure out your style.
Yeah.
So, and I was like a rebel because my dad was a Harley, like he drove bikes.
Yeah.
So, I would wear like boots up to here. I mean, I honestly
still
look like myself. But I was like 13, 12, thought I was so cool. But I was cool because of my dad.
Yeah.
He made me cool.
So cute. My dad made me cool too.
Right? Isn't that the best? Where
yeah.
did you grow up?
I actually grew up right here, like 5 minutes away
Okay,
from where we're
perfect.
at right now. Never left. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it was, I grew up Silmar, San Fernando, and ended up kind of moving to Santa Clarita. But
And what school did you go to? Can I ask you questions?
I told you get 3.
Okay. Oh, dang. Okay, that's 2. I'm going to save the last one for a good one.
You only get 3.
Thanks for the reminder.
I warned her in the beginning. She used 2 already.
I know. See, I'm not paying attention. I'm like, wow, I want to know about you.
Yeah. I went to 2 different elementary schools. I started off Dyer Elementary.
Okay.
And then went to Harding. So Harding's like right down the street. And it was good. It was good. And then middle school, I actually went to all of this. I did actually go to Ala Vista and to San Fernando Middle School.
Nice.
And out of the 2, I don't know which one I like better. I think San Fernando probably. Yeah. And then high school off to Silmar High School, but I was already running businesses by that time. And so I actually got homeschooled.
Awesome.
And did that,
Yeah, which
But,
was so rare back then.
Yeah, it was. You were like either pregnant or something to do homeschool, but I was running a business. And so, yeah. And it was hard going to high school and running a business. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Like, can I just get homeschooled?
Yeah.
You know, I always hated waking up in the morning. And now I'm a morning person, but
Yeah.
I hated like going to school. It was like prison. Not that I ever know what prison is. I don't know. Never been to prison. But, you know, school is like that, right?
Yeah, that was really brave of you too to do that in high school.
You know, I've always kind of been that way, entrepreneur, right? I think if you are an entrepreneur, like you there are just that.
Yeah.
And you have all these like hopes and dreams and you just try to make it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, when you have the backing, and my dad is also very much an entrepreneur, he was like, yeah, you want to do this? Let's try it. So he was like, here's the cash, let's go.
That's
I'm
great.
like, cool, right?
What a blessing.
Yeah, definitely a blessing. So you said your dad is a cool guy too.
Well, you
So
know,
tell me about him.
he was the Harley rider. You know, my dad had me at 19, so my memories were like, they were either in like with my uncles, like in a truck club, or my dad had a bike and he always had like long hair.
Yeah.
And one of my like young memories was going to Paxton Park and we'd go meet like the truck club guys.
Yeah.
And I always had a crush on someone, you know? Like I remember just, I mean, but they were young,
Yeah.
you know, like,
yeah, you're right.
you know,
Okay,
sometimes
yeah.
there's
Yeah,
nephews or,
yeah.
you know, the kids there too. So
Yeah.
I just remember always being like, wow,
Yeah.
always having a crush on someone.
Yeah.
You know, innocent, of course,
Yeah.
but just like, wow, he's so handsome.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I think I was like that too. I mean, I think we're very similar like that. I mean, my dad definitely knew a lot of people and he was in a car club.
okay.
And then also, you know, I grew up San Fernando. So
Yeah.
there's that too.
It's
But
the culture.
yeah. But definitely always some big buff something around.
I like buff too.
Right? So, but as a little girl though, it's like you just look at them as like strong.
Yeah.
You know?
Great point.
And so yeah, I think we grew up pretty similar.
Yeah, that's funny. I love that.
Really cool. I love that you grew up in the valley.
Yeah, me too.
What's your favorite place to eat over here?
Well, you know, it's been so long because downtown LA has all the best restaurants.
Oh.
But childhood memory, El Abuelo.
Okay, on McClay.
Yes.
Okay.
And do you want me to share with you why?
Yes, please.
So my mom actually had a hair salon down the street. Well, actually, when El Abuelo first opened,
Okay.
my grandfather built that building, and my mom had her salon there, and it was right next to El Abuelo, and I used to eat there like every day.
Wow. So you really do have roots here.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Yeah, you're planted. Okay, so your grandfather owned the building.
He
built the building.
He built it, owned it. Yeah, it was a magical time for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why too when I saw that I was coming to a hair salon, I'm like, okay, Lord, full circle, beautiful moment, like bringing me back, girl.
Yeah.
Like I'm back today because to meet you.
Yeah. And there's so many, like, as soon as you walked in, there were so many synchronicities anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you know that you're just meant to be somewhere. And obviously right now you are meant to be in this chair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love that you're here. I love that, you know, just we got to listen sometimes because there's signs everywhere.
Yeah. And, you know, they say synchronicities is God winking at you. So it's God's timing.
So what are we doing? What are you doing now? What do you do?
Professionally or personally?
Both. Let's go. Let's talk professionally first.
Okay. My government job.
My government name.
Crystal Royval is a public information officer for the California High-Speed Rail Authority.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that project?
No.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's,
okay.
kind
no,
of?
Kind of, yes.
okay, what? Tell me.
Yes. No, you tell me.
Were you going to say Vegas to LA?
You know what? That's what I think of.
Yeah, everyone does.
Uh-huh.
This one is actually from San Francisco to Union Station, and it will be under 3 hours. So 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm the Southern California Public Information Officer.
Sounds important.
You know what? The title gives me some credibility, absolutely. And it is an important job because, you know, it's internal and external communications.
Yeah.
So, but there's like outreach components to it. I mean, there's just so much to that position. So I'm really grateful and blessed to be there. And I actually was hired during the pandemic, which was
I was
even
gonna
more.
okay.
Hmm.
So what got you into that career?
Yeah, so actually I started in transportation in 2018, and at that time I was doing a lot of nonprofit work.
Mm-hmm.
And I had fundraised a lot of money and helped this nonprofit. And my mentor at the time, she
Mm-hmm.
was like, she knew I was, I'm a makeup artist and hairstylist
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, yeah, yes, that's how I started.
Uh-oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, I still
Okay.
do hair and makeup, but at that time I was full time and I was ready to transition
Mm-hmm.
and use my degree and just use all my experience in community development.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that time, my mentor, she knew I was looking for a position, and she was like, "Hey, would you be interested in working in a transportation construction project?" She
Mm-hmm.
worked at LA Metro, and I was like, "Yeah, sure. What am I going to do?" She's
Yeah.
like, "Communications,
Yeah.
but like you'll figure it out as you go." And I was
Okay, I
like,
like that.
"Right?
Yeah. Just
Total
figure it out.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah."
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she knew I had the skills and, the drive
Mm-hmm.
and all of that to
Mm-hmm.
do it. So for her to recognize my talent
Mm-hmm.
and my strengths,
Mm-hmm.
and to be like, hey, you should come try this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward now to 2025, almost
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
I'm still in transportation, but I still do makeup on the side.
Yeah. So what do you do like
Hmm.
as far as the transportation stuff goes?
Yeah, right now, my main focus has
Mm-hmm.
been working in youth development.
Mm.
Yeah, so we have a student engagement program
Mm-hmm.
called I Will Ride, and
I will ride.
I Will Ride,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And for the past 4 years, what I've been doing is working with different school districts, mostly in the San Gabriel Valley,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on their educational goals
Mm-hmm.
and what the teachers' goals are,
Mm-hmm.
come up with programs or field trips. I've taken over 150 students
Mm-hmm.
from the San Gabriel Valley to our construction site in Central Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Utilized art partners with Fresno State University and their engineering department to meet with the students. So a lot of student engagement, workforce development.
Yeah.
And just recently, our group, the kids did a internship project for us, first time ever in SoCal. So they built and designed a interior train mock-up, and they built a AR component to it as well,
Mm-hmm.
so that when people came to Train Festival, which is at LA Union Station,
Mm-hmm.
every 2 years, it just passed September 20th and 21,
Mm-hmm.
they can come in and they could, one, see what the students built and
Mm-hmm.
designed, but see the future of high-speed rail based off of the students' ideas and designs.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool because, like some of these kids, right?
Hmm.
The ideas that they have, it's like genius sometimes.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
We don't give enough credit. It's like their minds are so somehow just different
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Like we were so different than what the kids are like now.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just so much more advanced in so many things.
Yeah, and you know what's great about this generation is that there's so many different educational opportunities
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then when we were going to school, right? It was like public school or private.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were able to go to private, it was, you're fortunate.
Right.
There had to be money
Yes.
involved,
Yeah. Absolutely.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm always grateful for that I grew up in private school
Yeah.
pretty much my entire life.
Yeah.
And so, but now what I've noticed with all these programs is that, they want these students to know that there's other opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you can be an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
you can do trade,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many opportunities
Yeah.
that they have funding to create these type of experiences so that they could, experience it firsthand.
Yeah.
And so being a government employee
Mm-hmm.
and having that type of program already internally, I was able to really use that to create something magical for these kids.
Yeah.
But, obviously just like anything else, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It was years and years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
There's a research component to it too
Mm-hmm.
with my grad school program. Like there's so many parts that connect it.
Yeah. So if there's somebody watching,
Mm-hmm.
a young person out there watching, and they're like, "Oh my God, this sounds so amazing."
Yeah.
How do they get started?
You know what? That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly, because workforce development is barely being talked about regularly,
Mm-hmm.
because so I don't know how to really answer that, to be honest.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Let me think
Yeah.
about it.
So I mean, obviously, if they're in school, maybe their school kind of guides them towards what they need to do and how they need to do that kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Maybe a counselor at school could probably point them in the right direction. Maybe.
Yeah, great point.
Yeah.
It really does start with the educational leaders.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at the schools, and most schools have these type of programs.
Okay.
So, that's where it starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my advice always, especially for first generation college graduates,
Mm-hmm.
is that you have to be an advocate for yourself.
Mm.
And no one's going to tell you how to make it easy. You
Mm-hmm.
have to figure it out,
Yeah.
just like anything else,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what happens when you're a first generation college graduate. You have to figure it
Yeah.
out on your own.
First generation anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First generation
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that would be my advice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just
Yeah.
like, there's so many
Yeah.
programs out there to help people.
Yeah. So it sounds like you give back a lot.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
amazing. God bless you for that.
Thank
right?
you.
So what else do you do? Like, tell me, like, as far as like the community goes, because I know
Sure.
I know you are pretty hands on.
Yeah, well, a lot of my community work now is tied to
Mm-hmm.
my job, but I've been doing nonprofit work, I want to say probably for the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always either advised
Yeah.
or been on a board for a nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
and have always focused on youth development
Yeah.
specifically. And the reason why I've always focused on youth is because, again, I feel like our generation, we didn't have those mentors, and that information wasn't available for us.
Right.
And there was no career technical education programs.
Right. Yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah. Right?
Mhm.
Definitely no one was talking about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. No way. Yeah. No. Unless we
Right?
were doing it already.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. It was just kind of like, yeah. It wasn't like the cool thing to be.
Yeah.
Right. It was like you're gonna be a doctor or a lawyer.
You're going to go to
or
school.
You're definitely going to school.
Yeah.
If you don't go to school, then
You're going to fail.
yeah. Then what are you gonna do with your life? You're gonna
Yeah.
end up on the street,
Yeah.
right?
And then dependent, and to put your point where you're saying first generation anything,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that at that time, that's what you did though too, because you see, I'm not first generation, but I'm assuming, you see your family come down,
Mm-hmm.
and they really do give everything up to start fresh so that
Yeah.
you could have these opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It is a lot of
Mhm.
pressure for sure. Just knowing that people put everything on the line for you,
Hmm.
and now it's like, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Go do what we came here to do.
exactly.
Right?
Right? Yeah. And so that's why I always worked with youth,
Mm-hmm.
because one, I think it's important for youth to see people like us
Mm-hmm.
and be like, oh, I'm Latina.
Yeah.
I like to wear makeup, and
Yeah.
I love my faith, and
Mm-hmm.
I can look good and still be smart and successful, and but I have to work hard for it,
Yeah.
because no one's gonna give it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, no, I love to mentor really any young person
Yeah,
that needs it.
absolutely.
It does something, to you, right? And it just
Mhm.
makes you feel good, and you're able to give back in that sense. Like, I educated for a long time.
Oh, really? What kind of
yeah,
education?
like in the beauty industry.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I watched some of the young women and men that, I taught thrive and do amazing things. But
Mhm.
when they were in my classroom, they were like, you look like me.
Yeah,
which is really, an amazing thing to have somebody look up to you and you go, you know what, you can do what I did. It was a lot of work too,
Of course.
obviously, but it was always just such a compliment and so fulfilling to have them
Absolutely.
look at you and go, no, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. And that's important.
It is. I
Yeah.
think we all need somebody like that in our lives as a young person
For sure.
to go, that person looks like me. Oh my God, they remind me,
Yeah.
I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did this or they did that, and then you're off and running.
Yeah.
It just gives them that reality, like they can do it.
Absolutely. And I think mentorship is important
Mm-hmm.
forever,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, oh yeah. Like even me now, I'm always looking for mentors.
Me too.
Right? It's like, I need you, please.
I know.
Come find me.
Me too.
Tell me what to do with my life.
I mean, because, mentors,
Yeah.
they're the best.
Yeah, no, they really are.
Yeah. And me too. I'm always like, do you want to be my mentor?
Is that what we do?
They're like, I know, I ask.
Yeah. So if anybody's out there,
Yeah.
you
We'll
wanna
take
be my-
it.
yeah, we need mentors. You want to be my mentor, please? I'm taking resumes right now.
So in the meantime,
yeah.
I'll mentor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So okay. So all this, you have
Yeah.
you have your government job,
Uh-huh.
and then you say you also are in the beauty industry, so
Yeah.
you're a beauty professional as well.
Yes.
Okay. Now
Yes.
my expertise. Okay. So tell me, what exactly is your favorite part about being a beauty professional? What do you do?
So I've been a hair and makeup artist professionally for 25 years. My career started in the Valley,
Where?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Sherman Oaks, Studio
Okay.
City,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Did you ever work at salons like
No,
okay.
I was fortunate enough to work on the print side
Mhm,
and
mhm.
video.
Oh,
So I had the
beautiful.
same photographers and directors for
Mhm.
decades.
Very good.
So you know how when you find that family of artists and team, you just all stick together?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I was always really fortunate enough to have a career
Mhm.
as a hair and makeup artist.
Mhm.
And that's what I did longer than I've done a government job or a corporate job.
Yeah.
Because, there's so much that you can do with that business.
Mhm. Mhm.
And now I still do it, but I only do it for if it's worth it. Because how sometimes in your career you have to say yes to everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that point, thank God that's kind of like come and went, right? It's
Yeah.
man, but when you are in it
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, especially a beauty industry, I don't know about it. We're just speaking for the beauty field right now. But man, you do a lot of sitting there and a lot of promotion and a lot of footwork, right? And just
Yeah.
trying to get those clients. But it's not easy in the beginning.
Yeah.
You definitely have to pay your dues.
Yeah.
But once those dues are paid
Yeah.
and you're off and running, it can be one of the most rewarding, fun things that you can do.
Yeah, it is fun, right?
It is.
I mean, kudos to you too for having a salon and just everything you have because it's a lot to maintain clientele.
Thank you. Yeah, it is a lot. This is my second salon.
Congratulations.
And it's definitely, times have changed.
Oh yeah.
Of
course.
Times have changed. Now with the big, obviously after COVID, it just has not been the same.
Uh-huh.
And then the economy and all of those things. And having a brick and mortar anything
Yeah.
is a crazy person's work right now.
Sure.
It is wild. And then, California is one of those places where it's to own a business is crazy.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard, unfortunately. But we just got to keep pushing and thank God we're here, and just
Absolutely.
keep going because what goes up comes down, right? And then goes back up again. But we did do really, really well for a long time. And we're still here. We're maintaining,
Yeah.
but we just don't want to obviously just maintain. We want
Sure.
we want to do amazing again. But the industry has changed. Now they have the
Absolutely.
solo salons
Yeah.
where everybody gets to be their own boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, are you really your own boss in the solo salons? Because you are in a sense, but you don't get that walk-in
Sure.
activity. And I think when you do go into something like a solo salon.
Yeah.
I don't think people really think about that. Those walk-ins are what build you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I mean, maybe now social media could make it a little bit different too.
Sure.
We didn't have that back in the day, right?
No.
We had to wait for those walk-ins. But yeah, I just think it's changed so much.
Yeah.
So much.
And everything has changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, when I studied hair and makeup, I didn't go to cosmetology school.
No.
I went to makeup school.
Okay.
So, because I was like, what I originally wanted to be was a character artist. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do like prosthetics and bruises and blood and, kind of FX, but to a point. But I ended up in just beauty and some of my best times and experiences. And so now I still do it.
Yeah.
Like I'll do the Emmys or the Oscars, but not like famous people, just, people who are attending and stuff. And, or, I'll have a shoot sometime. So I'm lucky that I can blend both my government job and I could still have my artistry job. And then I can still do nonprofit work or all of that. So it's taken a long time to get to this place, but I feel really
it's a nice balance,
blessed,
right?
Yeah.
It really I mean, that's one thing too about the beauty industry is we make our own schedule, so we can work around whatever we need to work around.
Yeah. And that was one thing when I was, at the peak of my artistry. It took me 3 years to go back to college, but actually, no, it took me 5 years. What am I talking about? It took me 5 years to go back to college because I knew that I was going to go to makeup school.
Yeah.
I was going to become a makeup artist. And then once I had like my thing down with makeup, I would go back to college. And that's exactly what I did. So I was 23 when I went and started my undergrad. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was all because I was a makeup artist, a paid makeup artist with my regular clientele, which was such a blessing.
Yeah. People sometimes, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. And you can get paid doing something like this and pay for your college and be able to do, something else.
Yeah.
Right? While you're getting paid, while you're doing something that's fun.
Yeah.
And you love it. That's the best part.
For sure.
To be able to do something that you really, really are passionate about and
Absolutely.
love, it's just a blessing.
Yeah.
I do not ever forget that I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
And you would do it for free if you could, right?
I mean, I did.
We need to pay our bills.
I did for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I
You're
think
like, it wasn't that fun.
Yeah. I was like, really did trade.
Yeah.
We'll work for food.
But in the end, when you're doing something with your life that you would ultimately do for free, and you miss it when you're not doing it, I think that's when you really won.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And, I'll quickly share with you how this all started. So my grandma, my abuelita on my dad's side, she was a well-known Mexican actress. And
by the name of?
Olivia Royval, my last name, Olivia Royval. She was a singer. She was an actress. She used to sing at all the restaurants. She did all the shows. She was everywhere.
Yeah.
And so she would take me and my brother and my cousin with her all the time. She was like that abuelita, right?
Yeah.
And I just remember her like sitting in front of the vanity and like getting ready and like putting on her makeup and her blush and her lips. And then she would have like, she always had, my abuelita was really like overweight. So, but it was like part of her like persona,
Yeah.
And she would wear this like beautiful dress that was just like sparkling and maybe even had rose prints and just, so I just always remember just looking at her and just thinking like, wow, she's so glamorous and beautiful. And then she would go on stage and she would sing, and her singing was just so like, you would want to cry. So because I grew up in the stage and theater and all of that with her, I always knew. And then, my mom had a hair salon. So I always grew up in hair salons.
Yeah.
So I always knew that I was going to be in beauty.
Yeah.
And I always knew I wanted to be a makeup artist because I would see my grandma. But what really closed it for me, this is funny. Do you remember that music video from Madonna
Which one?
Where she's with the bullfighter.
Yeah, it's Take a Bow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember
I think it's called Take a Bow.
that close
Is
up?
that Take a Bow, Jeff?
No.
Can you find it?
Actually, yeah. I don't know if it's Take a Bow, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Where she's with the bullfighter and she's like, there's that
I know
shot.
exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be Take a Bow.
So there's this shot where it's just her eyes and her eyeliner. Oh, yeah, that's it right there.
Take a Bow.
Okay, see that eyeliner, though?
Yes.
I remember
I haven't seen that video in so long.
It's so good.
God, that song is so good, too.
It is. It really is. So that eyeliner shot.
Wow. Yeah. How do we forget
with her,
these things?
Oh, my God. I would practice that in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, and I would like try to make my eyeliner look like that. And that was when I was like, okay, like this is it.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Like what inspires us?
Right?
Yeah. It's just like a little like magic, a little spark.
Yeah.
And then that's all it takes. And then you're often like doing all these different things because of Take a Bow. Partially. And her eyeliner.
That eyeliner. I mean, even right there. You see how that soft eyeliner?
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, that's beautiful, right?
Yeah, it is.
And then when they do that, I mean, this whole video is stunning.
Oh, God, yeah.
Stunning. This is like classic Madonna.
I'm just watching.
I know. I love it. Thank you for playing it. Too bad we can't hear it, huh?
I know.
But it's like perfect with the...
Yeah.
Look at that. You saw that eyeliner?
Yep, I saw that eyeliner. God, I used to love this video too.
Mm-hmm.
How do we forget these things?
Look at that. Yeah. That's a great shot.
It really is.
And that's just one eyeliner. It gets better.
It gets better. So you were like, I mean, beauty industry was a calling for you.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Beauty and acting.
And acting.
Yes.
So tell me.
Yeah.
What have you been in? What have you done?
I mean, nothing crazy.
Well, I haven't been in anything.
Again, everything that I've done have been influenced by either my parents or my grandparents. So I think because I did grow up in theater and around my grandma, you know, she would have us be extras sometimes and stuff.
Okay.
So freshman year, I went to Alamany.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to go to Alamany.
Okay.
And freshman year, I started auditioning for musical theater at Alamany. And I was always in their shows, the musical theater shows. And I just knew that I loved it. You know, I was always ensembles. So I was like background dancer, background singer. Yeah. My senior year, I was Cha-Cha in Greece.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But in the play, she's like nerdy and weird. And she's like picking her nose in the play. And I was like, I'm going to be Cha-Cha. Yes.
Like, what? Why they do Cha-Cha like that?
No, but that's the original. So I was like, I'm going to be Cha-Cha from the movie.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Like,
as you should.
Yeah, I even wore this like dress. I was like Marilyn Monroe dress.
You're like, this is Cha-Cha, honey.
Yeah. Like, it was this whole thing. So that was the beginning of my acting. So once I graduated high school, you know, I auditioned and, you know, I was auditioning. I danced burlesque for a little bit too. Yeah, because I was like trying to learn how to like lose all inhibition. So for acting,
how
you know?
was that?
It was fun. I was so young.
Yeah.
I was so young.
Yeah.
So, you know, just to get ready and do your hair and makeup and dance and just perform it. It was just like kind of a warm up.
Yeah.
To see like, could I really do this? And then my first actually semester back in college, I auditioned for Freedom Writers. Have you ever watched it?
I have not.
Oh my God, you have to watch it.
Okay, I will.
Jeff, have you watched it?
I have not.
Oh my, you guys have to watch it. Okay, it's one of the best stories, and not because I'm in it, okay?
We're gonna have to go find her, Joe.
Well, it's with Hilary Swank. You know Hilary Swank,
right?
right?
I know Hilary Swank, yes.
And it's a true story. So Freedom Writers is a group of students that came in their freshman year, I think at Wilson High School in Long Beach. And this was during the Rodney King riots.
Okay.
So Erin Gural, who's the teacher, it was maybe her first year teaching to get her credentials or something like that. So they threw her into the class where it was, the kids that were on probation, the kids that were skipping school, the forgotten kids, the ones that they just throw and say nothing's gonna, they're worthless, right?
Yeah.
And but it was during the Rodney King riots. So that was when all the race wars were going on. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So, blacks were killing Mexicans. Mexicans were killing... Everyone was killing each other because of race. So back to the story. This is a true story. So Erin Gural comes in and she's like, what am I going to do? And she ends up getting these kids to... write a book about their stories in journals. It was like a diary journal and they would share their stories, but there's just so many beautiful parts to it where a Holocaust survivor came and met with the kids. They were on newspapers, like just their whole story. And then they ended up graduating with her from high school and transitioned to Long Beach State, I think, Cal State Long Beach. When she started her first year teaching college.
Wow, and you were in this movie.
Yeah, I was one of the kids. And you know what's super cool about that? So I was like 23 playing 13 and 14, which is funny. I was the oldest.
Yeah.
Is that funny? I was
so you were 23 playing
13, 14.
13. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like one of the oldest ones in the group.
Uh-huh.
But what was really cool about that movie, besides it being a true story and working with Hilary Swank, that's like a dream come true.
Yeah. She has an Oscar, right?
Yeah, she has like 2.
Oh.
And this was fresh when she had just done Boys Don't Cry.
Oh.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah. I do remember
that was when she won her first Oscar.
Yeah. Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
God, she was on fire for a long time.
Yeah.
Haven't heard like much from her.
She had babies. She had twins.
That's what
way
happened.
later in her life.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah. So when I first saw her, I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm going to be working with her for months. And I just kept thinking about Boys Don't Cry because she was so amazing.
Yeah.
So that was the only time I acted professionally, became SAG eligible. But after that movie, I was like, you know what? I want to finish college. And I don't want to be the typecast as the Chola forever, which now I'm like, I should have.
Heck yeah.
Girl, I probably would have been a famous actress if I would have stick through it.
Why not? Oh my goodness. Like, we'll get back to, like, man, all of the clothes and all of those things are like so in right now again.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're so in to the point that in stores they are back in stores again.
Yeah.
Like today I almost bought a tube top like of like the old, what were they called? Charlie Browns? Right?
With the stripes.
Yes. They have tube tops now.
Yeah.
They have everything. Were you like that growing up? Were you like did you have that chola look?
Yeah, I feel like I still kind of do. But different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember I was always influenced by like Selena.
Okay.
Right? Like I remember I would wear my favorite outfit when I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
I would wear these blue like baggy pants. And then I would wear a small crop button down like where you tied it.
Yeah.
And it was like black and white checker.
Yeah.
That was my jam.
So cute.
It was. Yeah. I used to wear it all the time.
I almost bought some Dickies today.
You should have.
Because they can be worn differently now.
Yeah.
I was so put off. Like, not put off, but I was like, whoa, what is all this stuff back in stores? Younger, I used to actually have a clothing store.
Oh, really?
And it was all streetwear.
Nice.
And we had Ben Davis, Solos.
Nice.
People remember Solos because, man, those pants were crazy. And
were
then we had
really hard ones.
They were like the really big flared, like the big pants,
yeah.
that the boys wore. And we just had all of like the streetwear. Like we had Levi's, all of those things. The flannels, all of that. But we had the pants that would go up to like size 60.
Wow.
Remember how and they would fold them and
Wow, that's so cool.
But just today, it's so funny we're talking about this because just today.
Yeah.
in a store going like, oh my God, all of this stuff I used to carry.
Uh-huh.
And it was just in like a regular store. It
Sure.
wasn't like a specialty store or like, you know. And that tube top was so cute. And I had it in my hand until I found out how much it was.
How much was it? That's what?
It was like $40 for a tube top.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Now that it's back in style, they've really priced up. Even like the old school brands, it's completely it's expensive.
Even like overalls today, we were looking at overalls, the Ben Davis overalls. Did you have some of those?
No.
Okay, I had some and they were like huge. Like we used to walk around. It was crazy.
How cute.
But I think I sold them at my store for like $45. And today they were like, that's the only
100?
thing it was. No.
What?
That was the only thing. They were $45 today.
Oh, okay.
So the overalls,
Did
like,
you get them?
I didn't buy them.
Okay. Wait,
But, but a friend bought them. Yes.
Was that my third question?
Yeah, you're done.
Darn it!
Over with. I got off easy. I baited her with clothes. But yeah, like I think all of those things are so cute. You might see me pop out one day with the little Charlie Brown.
Sure, of course.
Tube top. And now they have them, like the Charlie Browns now, like for women, like they're little tiny, little cute, little like crop tops.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I can pop back out looking like how I used to.
I know.
But like looking more like a girl because we used to look like boys.
I mean, I
know. Like I did. Like my pants were big, my shirts were big.
Oh yeah. See, I would always like put a little top with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't. I was like oversized. Like my shirts, like everything. It was just like you're just hidden in your clothes.
But
it was such a fun time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was fun, but it was also dangerous.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, you grew up in the same area.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And to your point, to add to that, going back to Freedom Riders, you know, being in that movie and replaying that time, but replaying that time in an experience that I didn't have because I was one of the fortunate to be able to go to Alamany.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what we said about the girls from Alamany.
Oh, yeah, everyone says it. But that wasn't me, girl, okay? That was not me.
I had to say that.
Yeah, it's okay.
For everybody that lives,
everyone does.
We know about the Alamany girls.
Not all of them,
but
though.
Not her.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you know what's said about Alamany.
Of course,
right?
It's always been the joke.
Well, it's because I think it's just the private school girls, right? Everybody always has something to say about private school girls.
Yeah.
And
for decades, ever since you're little.
Yes, and Alamany is our private school here, where so yeah, but not her. Just saying. Okay.
I had fun though. I had
Sorry.
fun. No, it's all good. Hey, listen, it's all part of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't know. Like, I mean, you're younger than I am, but did you like go cruising?
I did.
Was like I don't know when they closed Laurel Canyon down.
Yeah.
Were you able to experience
that?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, we used to go cruising all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that so much fun?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So much fun.
And it used to get so packed.
I know.
All our friends were there before social media, right?
That's where you would meet guys.
Yeah, we'd meet on the canyon.
Yeah.
And
at the Burger King?
Yes.
No, I mean, Carl's Jr.?
Where were we at? Okay, there was Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
We'd be at, I think it was the 76? No, the Arco.
Okay. Oh,
we were at the Arco. So it depends on what gang you were with.
Oh, my God. I wasn't with any gang.
It depends on what,
just the...
Oops. No.
My mom was a cop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Back then, she was a cop.
Okay, explains it.
When I was in high school. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
So why'd she let you go to the canyon for?
I mean...
She didn't know.
Yeah, she probably didn't know. She was probably working.
Yeah, she was working. She was catching all the bad guys.
Yeah, I was like, come on, girls, let's go. We always had a ride.
Okay, so... Right. I mean, why were you on the canyon? If you don't have a car, you shouldn't be there. But it was so much fun.
So much fun.
So, it was so crowded all the time.
Yeah.
All the cars, all the friends.
Yeah.
Like, the kids nowadays don't get to experience what we experienced
I know.
that, right? It was so much fun.
It was really fun. But I think sometimes they do have
I don't know. Do they meet back up on...
I think
so.
they
might.
Yeah.
I think they might, yeah.
Because I know in LA, I follow a lot of people who have, like, old school... cars and they're always like cruising like in Whittier and
okay.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? Me and my daughter, we don't have a cool car,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes when we're home, she'll
Yeah.
be like, let's go cruising. And we'll just like drive through downtown and like through 6th Street Bridge and see the
Yeah.
skyline and
You don't
stuff.
need a cool car to cruise.
I mean, I want a cool
Right?
car
Me
though.
too.
Yeah, I want a pink Thunderbird.
I want a pink
Convertible
Lamborghini.
classic. Ooh, girl. I like that it's pink though, right?
It has to be pink. Yeah, next year.
Always.
Next year, you're
Yeah.
gonna see me in a pink Lamborghini.
Me too.
But no, classic cars are amazing. Like, cause you grew up the same.
Yeah, yeah.
So my dad, was in a car club, and I got to see all these cars too.
I
And we used to
know.
roll around in this. He used to take care of me a lot when I was a little girl.
Uh-huh.
My mom was working, he was working, but they would take turns. But so we'd be in this like classic truck, and we would just roll around everywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many pictures of me as a little girl in like this classic
Oh, that's
truck.
cool.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I think that's where my love for cars probably
Oh,
comes
yeah,
from.
for sure.
Like not a lot
Absolutely.
of like, I don't know, I'm not gonna speak for all women, but I can look at a car and be like, oh my
Oh,
God,
that's
like a
nice.
piece of jewelry,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a handbag.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, what bags and purses do for some women, cars do for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, that's amazing, but it has to be kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
why how we grew up. Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
so.
Yeah.
I think how we grew up influences everything in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
The good and the bad.
Yeah, for
And
sure. So how did you love growing up in the 818?
honestly, because I live in LA. I've been
Yeah.
in LA now for my daughter's gonna be 18, so about 19 years. So I've lived half my life in the valley, the other
Yeah.
half there. And I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's funny because for a long I changed my 818 to 310 maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And at that time I was like, I'm LA now, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, we don't represent 818 anymore because I don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
But my daughter still has an 818 number.
Mm-hmm.
So, even driving here today,
Yeah.
it just reminded me of like, it reminds me of my grandpa and, it reminds me of
Yeah.
just growing up,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so many different things and my parents and school and friends
Yeah.
and
So driving here is like nostalgic for you.
yeah, no,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah. There's nothing like where you grew up, I feel like.
I know.
And that's different for, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody has their place, but that they call like home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say that the 818 is your home? You like
no.
LA, huh?
Yeah. 818 is
Okay.
where I grew up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? That's funny that you asked me about home because, yeah, it's LA.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been there so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we moved out there, I moved out there when I was married.
Mm-hmm.
And when we moved out there, it was before gentrification even it really existed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was still, really deep LA.
Yeah.
So to be able to see it transition to everything that it has,
Mm-hmm.
and to still be able to be there,
Yeah.
it's a blessing.
Yeah. For sure.
So I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
when I go to LA, I'm like, I'm so glad to come back to.
Yeah, not everybody loves LA.
No, like the streets. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we have to be out there a lot,
Sure,
So
sure.
you have to know how to navigate.
Yeah.
And I do okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not my favorite place to be.
Yeah,
Downtown is not my favorite place to be.
yeah.
Like I go there, like I love the alleys.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't do the alleys.
You don't because you live out there, right? It's like,
Yeah, I just never have.
Really?
No.
It's changed a lot.
Oh, yeah, I remember back in the day, but it's so expensive.
You might as well. The only thing good about the alleys right now is if
What?
you want to go out there and get the merchandise like 6 months earlier than stores.
Okay.
But you're
That
going to
makes
pay the
sense.
same price.
Yeah. It's not cheap anymore.
No, it's definitely not cheap. So if you're thinking about going to Fashion District
Yeah.
like it's the same price.
It really is.
Yeah, it's just it has like more original stuff. You can go out there and be like, oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So that's where the value is in that. If you like to be set apart from people, like fashion wise, right?
Especially
But,
the jewelry.
Yeah. Oh well, the jewelry still is amazing out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was
Like those crystal pieces.
There's a lot of stuff that you can do out
and
there.
some is some I will say is affordable. Like I
Yeah.
would pay $100 or $120 for that
Oh
piece.
yeah. Jewelry, even like the jewelry district down there
Like for
is
gold.
yes. Like
Is that where
that's
you get your
something.
stuff?
You know what?
Because that's a beautiful cross and chain.
Thank you. It's so funny because I am one of those that this is I'm not gonna say no names because they ain't paying me to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's just a regular store.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like I think it's probably like $10.
Oh, it's cute
Just
though.
saying. But I like to throw my stuff around. I'm one of
Yeah.
those people. My jewelry, my real jewelry, I hardly ever wear it.
Really?
Yeah. I'll wear it sometimes when I'm out. Like I have rings, I have,
And
all of
no?
these things. And they're, my important pieces. I put them away and I leave them in my jewelry box. But they're all like for my girls or for my kids later.
Sure.
And do I enjoy them sometimes? Yes, but I don't feel like I should wear them all the time. Nor would it's funny. I
Yeah.
just don't want to. I like to be careless.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And if I'm wearing like my real necklace or my real rings, and
Oh,
I just take them off at night, and I'm like, boom, earrings. I don't ever have real earrings.
Yeah, because you'll lose them.
Like I will take these off and I'll use them as all of a sudden they'll be bracelets on me. And
They're big enough.
Yeah, yeah. And then they're in my car on the side of the door or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, the jewelry district is where I got my first my wedding ring was from the jewelry district. And that thing has been put away for a long time now. But that thing sits in the dark somewhere.
Is that good or bad?
You only had 3 questions.
Oh, darn! Ah! Sorry.
You used it up on the wrong
I know.
stuff, girl.
No, but you didn't answer, so I don't know if it counts.
you used that question on the wrong thing.
That's so bad, huh?
But yeah, you go over there and you get some amazing jewelry, and for like a fraction of the cost. So if you all want jewelry and you want it at a good deal, Jewelry District is where to go. Yeah, and the suits, like everything.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why go to Tiffany's? Like, I'm one of those girls. Like, if you have the money or not, I don't care. You don't need to like go all out. Like, I'm not.
Too much.
Like, I have a couple nice purses that I went and I spent some money on. But I'm not one of those. Like, I'll wear, and my kids aren't either. Like, we'll wear Target purses or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. How are you? Do you like all those name brands?
Actually,
You're like, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I have a piece or two, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I do love real jewelry, so I wear my real jewelry all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
That's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just blessed it yesterday. It's the Virgen de Guadalupe, but I blessed it yesterday. I went to go see a relic of Saint Therese. That is the first time in 100 years here in the States. So I learned that if you put something on the relic and you pray, that it becomes a relic too. So it's like super blessed right now.
Wow. And that's why you're here.
I know.
Hello.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
God is good.
Yes. So, I'm like, what? Talking about your grandpa, right? We talked about your grandfather earlier.
Absolutely.
And you showed me something very special.
Yeah.
And I looked at this piece that you had, and it was so beautiful. And it was funny because I looked at the year your grandfather was born. My grandfather was born the same year.
Really?
Yes. And
I love
her
that.
grandfather looks just like my grandfather.
Oh my
I gotta get you a picture.
I want to see.
I will show you a picture of this man because they are very, very similar. Show me what that is. Can we talk about it?
Yeah. Can I move this a little?
Yeah.
All right. It's funny because where's the camera right there?
Can you see it? So it says, if you can't see it, it says the city of San Fernando.
Yeah.
Right?
You want to? Yeah.
And no, go ahead. Be my guest.
Yeah. So this is actually this is my grandfather Rudy Solis, and I mean you probably can't see it, but right here is his football picture, and that's from San Fernando High School, and this is from the city of San Fernando. It's a resolution of respect. Ooh,
wow!
I like that of respect. Yeah, Rudy Solis. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, no, yeah. 1934 to 2001.
Wow.
I was 1 year fresh out of high school.
Wow.
But this basically, do you want me to read it?
Yeah, read a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's not that long, but it says, Whereas Rudy Solis was born and raised in the city of San Fernando to Ramon and Grace Solis, my great-grandparents, and the eldest of 3 sisters and 2 brothers. He took pride in setting a diligent foundation for his family at an early age by shoe shining, picking grapes, and pumping gas at his uncle's gas station. And Rudy attended local high schools, and while at San Fernando High School, he excelled in football and was acknowledged with numerous awards, recognitions, and university scholarships. Rudy's hometown is where he raised his family, and by age 23, he had designed, built, and completed his first home. He remained in construction and partnered with his brother Angelo for the majority of his working years, and for over 40 years, he designed, built, and completed houses, shopping centers, and commercial buildings. And although Rudy was a very busy person, he still found the time to serve on many committees and community ventures. He served on the city's planning commission, Santa Rosa Holy Name Society, San Fernando Braves Pop Warner Football League, and coached and raised his money for disadvantaged children so that they could play in the San Fernando Braves Football League.
Wow.
And it's almost done.
No, keep going.
And Rudy
Please.
was the epitome of class, unselfishness, and integrity to the end of his life. Now thereafter, be it resolved that the mayor and city council of the city of San Fernando, by this resolution and public record, wish to honor Rudy Solis for his contributions to this community, recognizing further that his death was a distinct loss to all of us, but we know his memory will live on forever with his family and friends.
That's amazing.
Thank
What a
you for
beautiful
letting me
tribute.
share
Yes, no,
that.
please. Like, why would I not?
Oh,
What a beautiful tribute to your grandfather.
isn't it?
Yeah. And yeah, I love that she just did that right now.
Thank
I
you
love
for
that you
doing
did
that. Because I'm
No.
telling you, I jumped in my car and then I was like, oh, I knew I was coming to Silmar because this is considered Silmar, right?
Yeah.
So I knew I was coming to Silmar, so I was like, I have to bring this and share it with you.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like so honored that you did that here even. Like, I just
I
love that.
know. Thank you.
Wow. Our grandfathers mean so much, right? They meant
I
so much to
know.
us. Yeah. And
I love them so much.
what would you think
Hmm?
your grandfather would think of everything going on today?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly,
it tells you, that right there is proof of what the Latin community has to offer.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. That's such a beautiful point.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say what I think he would think because that it's been almost 25 years. And for us, our mindsets are so different at one point in our lives, and through experiences and trials and errors and just everything,
Yeah.
it could change. But I always wondered that, especially during September 11th, because he had passed so soon before, and I always wondered, like, I wonder what my grandpa would think
Yeah.
about that.
I wonder the same thing.
Yeah,
sometimes
right?
About like big, events
Sure.
like that, things that happened. Yeah, I always wonder what would my grandpa have thought about that, right? Or would he be like
What would he
rolling
say?
over in his grave right now?
Yeah.
Because of everything that's going on and how hard they worked and how hard my grandfather fought for this country.
Absolutely.
And not just, figuratively, literally.
Yeah.
He was a soldier. And
That's amazing.
and so, yeah, it makes you wonder sometimes. But what a beautiful tribute.
Yeah, thank you for letting me share
Yeah,
that
of
with you.
course.
Because you know what? My grandpa was a huge influence in my life. Still is. And, I try to save his legacy as best as I can. And for me, working in transportation, working on construction projects, being a civil servant, it's I am my grandfather's granddaughter.
Yeah.
And, we had different opportunities. But one thing my grandpa would always tell me, 2 of them, you're going to laugh at one of them. But one, he would always, he wanted me to go to college so bad. Like, he was just like, you have to go to school, you have to go to school, you have to go to school. And I'm proud to say I'm the first generation college graduate, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just earned my master's degree,
Oh,
too.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you. And the second thing he would always tell me, this is what you're going to laugh at. He'd always be like, never rely on a man for money. He would always tell me that. I remember.
Even back then, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, he probably started telling me that like junior year.
Yeah.
Because we were really close. Like, my
Yeah.
grandfather's apartment was right here down on Hubbard and Polk, down the street. He actually owned the buildings that he lived there for a long time.
Your family just be owning everything. Huh?
They did. They
They came in, built it, and just,
Yeah, they did. And you know
what a
what?
blessing.
But I didn't know the impact when I was little.
Yeah, it's just how you grew up. That's just, your people.
It was different though, you know? So my grandpa would always be like, never let a man never rely on a man financially.
Yeah.
And I never really understood why he would tell me that. And it's something that I still reflect on, right? Because that my grandpa was my hero and he still is. And I just remember him always telling me that. And then, I would think about it and I'd be like, even now, right? Because I'm independent, I'm hardworking, all that stuff. And really, I never really depended on a man for money.
Yeah. You're like, I did what you said, Grandpa.
Yeah, is that what you're supposed to do,
I paid
right?
attention.
Yeah. But, now at this age and where I'm at in life, and to see, how people choose to be in relationship, who are traditional wives, and back then when the feminist movement started, and women wanted equal rights and all that too. So I think there's a lot of like reasons why he would say that.
Yeah.
Because the times were changing, right?
And he saw,
the time, and or they were barely about to start changing, and it was so traditional for our grandmas and maybe even our mothers to be the traditional wife where you didn't have you didn't go to school,
right.
you didn't have your own salon. I mean,
right.
It was like you were a wife and you cooked and you cleaned.
Like you couldn't do both.
Yeah, and you support your husband who's doing everything.
Yeah.
So, I always reflect on that, how like my grandpa used to always tell me that. And then now I'm like, now I want him to take care of me.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No.
I want a nice Catholic rich husband. What's wrong with that?
Send us the riches, okay? Yeah. We've talked about this many times, I think, on this show. We kind of, especially when I'm here sitting with a woman, an independent woman, we always kind of come back to this conversation somehow.
Okay.
And I feel like, I think we all want, or I'm not going to speak for everybody because then I'll get in trouble. But that Prince Charming kind of thing.
Yeah, you're
right?
king.
Yes, you're king. You're somebody that takes care of you, leads you.
Yeah, protects
all of those things protects you.
Yeah.
Protection is like, for
Number
me,
one.
that's like one of the main things.
Me too, girl.
Is, because we can do everything else.
Yeah.
Right? But
for sure.
You
can protect yourself too.
Right.
But it's a different protection.
Yes, but it's a different protection.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And somebody you can just kind of lay your head on and just rest.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But we want all those things.
Sure.
Would I love to be taken care of financially? Absolutely.
Right. My man can retire me.
Okay. Yes. But we say clock it here right now.
Okay.
Clock it. But
clock it.
Yeah, there she goes. That's gonna become our thing. But I also, when you are an independent woman and that's something that you're just driven and you have all this motivation, I think that it would be really hard to just get completely taken care of, right? Like we still need to be able to
do something.
Go, we still need to run our businesses and do all of that, right?
Yeah.
Anything
for sure.
that, right?
100%.
Because some people go, I'm just going to be taken care of and I just want to go to Pilates and work out all day and like go shopping. And that's great.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah,
that's great. Sounds good. But like how boring can that actually get? 1 or 2 days out of the week, beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
But we need to be able to give back and contribute ourselves.
Absolutely.
So if you're a rich man
We're
and
available.
you want women that still want to contribute, but you also want to take care, right?
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
But it's true. No, absolutely. And, again, going back to what my grandpa said, I think the reason why he always said that when I was growing up is because he didn't want me to be in that. He wanted,
Right.
he saw so much in me
Mm-hmm.
already as a teenager where he was like, go live all your goals and dreams,
Mm-hmm.
go to school,
Mm-hmm.
do what you want to do.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing because I feel
Right?
like, girls growing up, we're praised differently than boys are praised.
Yeah, yeah.
We're praised for, I was just talking about this again today.
Mm-hmm.
We are praised for, oh, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty.
Uh-huh,
Look at her. Oh, look at her eyes. Look at her hair.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And boys are like, oh, look at he's strong. Look at he can do this. Or we're just praised differently.
Yeah, no, great point.
And so we find our worth a lot of the times in like how we look, right? Like our outer,
Sure.
instead of who we are and what we can do as well. So I feel like, that just kind of hinders us a little bit from going out and like setting goals. And I don't know about now. I think now it's changing a lot. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But back then,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so yeah, to going back to like being an independent woman, and your grandfather telling you those things, I think that's so amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so amazing.
Thank you. And you just said something right now that I wanted to add to. It was so good.
About being praised differently and like girls are,
So that was one thing I knew growing up. Like I knew I was pretty, and not in like a conceited way or anything.
Yeah.
Like, and I knew for me that I just didn't want to only be pretty.
Yeah. Who wants to only be pretty?
A lot of, I mean, but that's okay.
Yeah, I
To
guess
each
so.
their own.
Yeah.
To each their own,
Yeah.
right? But I knew for me that I wanted to be what my grandpa saw, right? I wanted to go to school because he wanted me to go to school so bad. So I was like, yes, I'm going to go to school. And I wanted to be a hustler. And I wanted to show that I can create this business and, right? Like everything that you're doing.
Everything that,
Yeah.
Everything I wanted.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so fast forward now, in my early 40s, almost mid 40s.
Don't add, girl.
Yeah.
You're good.
But, I'm just so grateful for everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Because life has really brought me to this moment right now, full circle with you.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I had a conversation today about, our outer beauty, right? I would rather be praised for my strength and for, like, my inner than to always be like, oh, you're pretty or you're this or you're that. Yeah. Somebody asked me today, well, if you're going to date and a guy's telling you you're stunning or you're this or you're that, I'm like, how does he know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I rate people like you have to know the inner before you say that somebody's beautiful.
Absolutely.
You can say somebody's, oh, she's cute, she's pretty. But before you say that somebody's beautiful, I feel like you have to know them. Yeah. Beautiful is a strong word.
It is. Can I share something with you?
Yeah, please.
So I love how this whole conversation, like we've never met. We just sat down and vibing, and I love that, right? But you like segue perfect into these beautiful reminders. So about the inner beauty, I'm a recent cancer survivor. So actually October 19th. Okay, I was thinking about this on my way here. It's October 13th. 2 years ago today. Today, October 13th, 2023. It was Friday the 13th. And that was the day that I found out that I didn't have stage 4 cancer.
Oh, wow. Today,
2 years ago.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that crazy?
That's just more than crazy. It's like there's too many things.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here, really?
Because of the good Lord.
We're going to find out.
Because of the good Lord.
Yeah. Wow, so you're a cancer survivor.
Yeah. So October 19th, which is what, next week or at the end of this week?
Yeah.
Will be my 2-year surgery and 2 years cancer free.
Do you mind me asking what type of cancer you
have?
have?
Of course. Breast cancer.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to share that story with you?
Yeah, please. So let me tell you really quickly.
Please.
So I just
got
certified to do the areola tattooing.
Oh, you
for breast
did?
cancer survivors. Yeah.
Oh my God! See, I love that. So I guess you're gonna probably have to be the one to do mine then. That just came out of my head right now. When if I ever get to that point,
Yes, yeah.
that is so
I'm
cool.
here, girl.
I love that.
Yeah.
See,
I will hook up some nipples.
I want mine to shape as a heart.
You know what? People do that.
Yeah,
people do that.
Yeah, it's
all right,
really cool.
I'm gonna work on my heart-shaped nipples.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm gonna practice just for you.
See, I love that. Isn't that so cool?
Wow.
That's how the good Lord works.
Okay, so tell me.
Yeah. So, long story long. No, just kidding.
We're going home.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell short story.
No, I love it.
So, what happened was when I did my first mammogram in 40, they said, you have a lot of dense tissue. Come back in 2 years. My first mammogram, right? I'm like, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, little did anybody know that actually I was already growing cancer. So they missed it.
And is this in your family already?
No.
Is there history? Oh.
Yeah, of course it would be me.
Wow. Yeah, you're the first everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's all good though.
Yeah.
So, and then a year later, I felt it. And when I felt it, then I was like moving my arms around.
Yeah.
And it was like moving. And so I tried to, get a mammogram earlier that month. And they said, no, wait till October. Because, it's once every year, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I found something. So I had to go to the doctors. And she confirmed she felt it. And then literally the next day I did an ultrasound. And then the ultrasound, they were like, okay, now you have to do a biopsy. But in the ultrasound, it comes up on the notes, like, your medical notes. So I was reading it, and I ended up having 4 tumors, believe it or not.
What?
Yes. So as I'm reading my notes from the ultrasound,
miss?
It happens all the time. Because, see, the thing is if it's your first ultrasound, your first mammogram, there's no history or nothing. Most of us have dense tissue anyways. So it's just normal for them to be like, oh, you're fine. Come back in a year.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for you to know your body and to advocate for yourself. And if you're ever in that situation where they say you just have a lot of density, you can request for an ultrasound because then the ultrasound will see things that...
Yeah, and that's good information to give because some people are just, they're quiet, and they just think, well, that's what the doctor says, but it's called practicing medicine for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? And so they are not the, end all to it. Like you can get a second opinion.
Yeah,
and you can advocate for yourself.
Absolutely.
And you can ask for an ultrasound is what you're saying.
So do that. So when I was reading all my tumor markers, it kept saying could be, I can never say it right, maybe because I don't want to remember this word. Benign? Is that
benign?
Benign. Yeah, which is cancerous, right?
Benign?
No, it's the other one.
Yeah.
Starts with an M. I can't remember. But it was a specific word that said might be this. And when I would Google it, it would say cancer. And I was like, oh my God. So then I just did all this research. So I knew that I had cancer before they even did the biopsy because of those notes that I read on the ultrasound.
Yeah.
Then I did my biopsy, and then the next day I found out I had cancer and it had spread to my lymphs. Oh, so that's why they were like, oh, we got to make sure it's not stage 4 cancer because it already spread to your lymphs. And since it already spread to your lymphs, if it spread outside of them, then you could have cancer in your chest, heart, or lungs.
How scary.
Yes.
And were you feeling any different? Were there signs? Are there signs?
I mean, that's why you have to check yourself. That's why it's important for women to self-exam every month. And, they say do it the first of the month because then you won't forget. But that's why it's important for all of us, men and women, and everybody in between.
Because men do get breast cancer. People don't know that. It's rare, but it happens.
Yeah, I mean, but there's just so much cancer, period.
Yeah.
But, that's why it's important to know your body and to get your regular checkups and physicals.
Right.
Because I was even doing all of that, and I even got my hormones checked, right before.
And so once you find out all of that, what happens next?
you have to go through all kinds of tests,
Mm-hmm.
blood work, MRIs, CT scans,
Mm-hmm.
like all this crazy
Mm-hmm.
stuff to make sure there's no cancer anywhere else in
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah. And so, coming to find out, you had.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's why I was telling you 2 years ago today I found out it was in
Mm-hmm.
stage 4. And then everything like so that was on Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And then October 15th
Mm-hmm.
that year, 2 days later,
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne Summers had died.
Mm-hmm.
And when I Googled what she died,
Mm-hmm.
she died from breast cancer. So she had it for like 20, or she fought it for like 25 years, but she did the full holistic approach.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't do chemo, radiation, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I saw Suzanne Summers died, I was just like, oh my God, like this is
Yeah,
real.
like it's a death sentence. You felt like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to die. Yeah, I mean, that's all I surrendered my whole journey
Yeah.
to the Lord, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what I begged him. Like, I am not ready
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally 3 days later, like that Monday, they were like, we have an opening on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it? And I was like, no, I'm going to go to New York when I come back because I was going to go see my friend. Right?
Yeah.
It was going to be like my last trip before my life was about to change. So I was like, I'm going to go to New York. When I come back, I'll see my doctor. But then I thought about it after I hung up and I was like, actually, I think I'm just going to take that surgery.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, someone else already took it. So I was like, darn.
Yeah.
And then she called me back and she's like, actually, it's available if you want it on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, why am I lucky enough to have this surgery so fast? And she was like, well, you're on our priority list.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me that a long time ago?
Wow. Yeah.
So it was like,
yeah.
there was no time for anything.
And so this surgery was
October 19, 2023.
And what type of surgery was it?
So I had a right mastectomy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means for people that don't know.
Which means completely take off all the tissue, the entire breast, everything from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is such a life-changing
Absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
I can only imagine like what that must feel like because as women, that is our femininity.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When that happened to you, like what do you think? How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, at that time, I just wanted it off. I was like, cut it.
Yeah.
Because I could have just taken it out, and I was like, no, cut the whole thing off. Like, take it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I brought that up, besides telling you that, is because going to your point about the inner beauty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and to answer your question right now, so I surrendered my journey to the Lord on the 3rd day that I found out. And I said, guide me, God. I'm scared, but whatever you want me to do, I'm going to do it. Just guide me. And going back to the losing the breast, that was just like that part because later down the road I'm going to have to do chemo and radiation and I'm going to lose my hair and I'm going to be inflamed because of the chemo. Like there's so much. So I like every aspect of exterior beauty was literally ripped off of me.
Stripped away. Yeah.
Gone. And it all started with this one breast. And so, at that time, I knew that, that was going to happen. But that's why it was more important for me to have a good heart and to let like my inner beauty shine while going through the hardest journey of my life.
Right.
So it's still something that I struggle with.
Yeah. I think as women, because again, we're brought up to, and we're praised for how we look, and so when something like this happens to us compared maybe to, it happening to a man, right? A man loses their hair, and not to take away that from them at all.
Sure.
But for women, this is like our everything, right?
Yeah.
It's who we are. And to have all of that stripped away is, I'm sure it's devastating. You know? And all you have left is who you are inside. And if that is not good, then
you're a mess.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that was it's so crazy to say this, and I'm so proud of myself that I didn't cry by telling you that, by the way. You could kind of hear it a little.
Cried.
You could almost hear it a little, but
yeah.
I've been working so hard not to cry all the time.
Yeah.
But one of the I forgot what I was gonna say. It was about like I forgot. Chemo brain.
That's what comes.
That's called chemo brain.
That's called 40s, honey.
No, but you know what? Since I had chemo,
we all turned into Dory.
Yeah, but since I had chemo, there's a thing called chemo brain.
Is there really a thing called chemo brain?
Yeah. So because when you have chemo, your cells are being killed.
Yeah.
Chemo doesn't know what are good and bad cells. They're just killing cells. So you lose brain cells too. So that's why like they call it chemo brain. Like you'll be mid talking and be like, I forgot what I was saying.
That's like me on a daily.
So that's why I know, but that's why I'm like
I can't
chemo
remember
brain.
what I did yesterday. Wow, so you've been through so much. My goodness.
Yeah.
And you're here, and you're strong, and you're smiling.
Yeah,
and,
God is good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I know, it is. And look, that's why, because I was going to wear my black cowboy boots.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I have to wear the pink ones.
As you should, honey.
Right?
Yeah. So my grandmother actually passed from
I'm
breast
sorry.
cancer. Thank you. She was a strong woman, and she was gosh, you just talking.
Yeah.
She definitely was in my head because she also got her master's.
She
at
did?
Like in her 60s.
That's so cool.
Right? Yeah. Strong woman.
I love
for
that.
sure.
Do you know what she got it in?
You know what? I don't. I should.
That's
know
so
this.
cool,
I should
though.
know this. But she was one of those women. She was always out there advocating and picketing, and she was protesting, and she was a strong woman. She was like all 5 foot maybe, but definitely and it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
So she was all of those things. My dad always would say, she'd have all of us out on the street with our picket signs. He goes, my friends would drive by, and like all of his baseball friends, her teammates would drive by, and she'd have all her kids on the picket lines.
I love that.
Yeah. And so Hispanic Heritage Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all reminds me, reminds me of what a strong woman my grandmother was.
Rest in peace to her.
Yes,
God bless
thank
her
you.
soul.
And it is very important for us to get checked and to get our mammograms. I have on both sides there's breast cancer, and so I myself have been now motivated to go get another exam. But I think we just don't do it sometimes, and it's so important.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the last one I had was probably in my early 40s, and it's been years. Yeah.
You better go. See, maybe
like,
that's why I was supposed to be here too.
Yeah.
To remind you, because I think it's part of our Latino culture too, where we're just like, we don't need to go to the doctor.
Yeah. They're gonna get us sick.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I ain't sick now, why
am
I gonna go check if I am?
Or right? Yeah. I think it's just.
I feel fine. I'm good.
So we think we're fine, but you just never know what's going on, because when I found out I had cancer, honestly, I was the healthiest I had been in a long time, because I had lost like 30 pounds from the pandemic weight. And I was like boxing, and I was running, and I was weightlifting like every day, like intense. I was toned. I was like on one.
Yeah.
And then so when I found out I had breast cancer, I was like, what? Like I've been working so hard and this and that. But see, that's the thing about cancer. You just never know.
Yeah, you just never know.
And there could be so many reasons, right? Like mine was hormonal. So mine, I had too much estrogen, too much progesterone. That's why I got cancer. But, I think there's like lifestyle that to be right. Like for me, I was thinking like, all the years of abuse I put my body towards, right? Like drinking, partying, like, right? That's energy that's stored, right?
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yeah.
There's so many things that made me think, oh, that's probably why I got it.
Yeah. And there is no rhyme or reason to why we really get it, right?
Yeah. I remember what I was going to say.
I love how you remember, too.
No, yeah, because I was going to say, this sounds weird, but, you know, I think my cancer journey was like one of the best things that ever happened to me. Is that weird?
I was just going to ask you. That's funny because I was going to ask this question right now.
Yeah.
So how has that changed your perspective on life and your gratitude for every day?
Oh, yeah. Every second.
The gift of every second of the day.
Yeah. I went from day to second.
Wow.
Because our life can change from 1 second to the next.
It sure can.
Fast, too. Like, when it's your time to go home, you're going home. You know? And for me, and this is why my faith is so important to me, because, you know, I really surrendered everything to the Lord. And when I knew the Lord was guiding me, but when I really knew that he was listening to me and talking to me back to me was when they gave me my first so I had my surgery October 19, 2023. Okay, so then I was supposed to have chemo. A bunch of stuff happened. My best friend died like 3 weeks after my surgery. Like, I got infected. Like, it was this whole crazy thing. And then so I was like, okay, I'm going to go on medical leave. And then my doctor gave me my letter for my first day of medical leave was December 13th, 2023, which was my daughter's 16th birthday.
That's my mom's birthday.
Stop.
Yeah. She's like, girl.
Isn't that so amazing?
Yeah.
See? That's how God works. Isn't that so beautiful?
Wow. So, okay.
So
back to the story.
Yeah. I love that, though. Rest in peace to your mom again. See?
Well, no, my mom is still alive.
Oh, not your mom, your grandma.
Yes, my grandma.
Your grandma,
but
sorry.
my mom's birthday is December 13th. Yes, my mother,
See, I love
my
that.
My mom's like, girl, I ain't dead yet.
No,
my
sorry.
mom's watching like,
I meant grandma.
Yeah.
So when I was like, okay, Lord.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm supposed to do, I'm due. So in that time, like the hospital stays, chemo, radiation, losing friends and family, being in isolation, just everything, you know, really, I was in chemo during Lent last year. Lent, Catholic, you know, right, as we get ready for, and I was like, well, what was Jesus doing before he was going to go and go through everything he went through? Oh, he was in solitude for 40 days and 40 nights, and he was praying, and he was talking to God, and he was mentally preparing for what he knew he was about to go through. So that's where my mind would go, where I would be like, okay, well, Jesus was doing that, so then I need to be doing the same thing. I need to just talk to the Lord and pray and prepare for as I'm going through this journey.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, fast forward to me being here with you now, why I think it was like one of the best things that happened to me, because one, for the first time in my life, I had to stop everything and just slow down. And because we're always on the go, right? It's like, how are we going to make what's the next job, the next career? Money, kids, food, cooking, clean, all that, right? And now it was like, no, you're going to stop and you're going to take care of yourself now.
What is so wild is this conversation came up today.
Really?
Yeah, about just be still. You know, we were talking, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, God, things are just so different. Like, I'm used to being so busy and so crazy and so all of these things. I'm still like busy, but just it's a very different kind of busy.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you know, it's probably for a good reason. You have so much going on.
Yeah.
She's like, maybe you just need to listen. Just be still.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. Because I have some other things I got to do right now. I have to have, you know, and I ask God to guide me every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes we are just, he stops us in our tracks. And whatever way he stops us is up to him. And, you know, sometimes we get stopped like a truck, right?
Yeah.
But in my case, it's just kind of like, slow down, pay attention. You'll get through this.
Yeah.
Be still.
Yeah.
Listen up, kid.
Pray.
You know, pray. Yeah. And other people get stopped like a truck, like you did.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like all of that needed to happen. Like, I needed to lose my hair to me, that was what 41 years of energy and growth and
I just
relationships, right?
I just shaved my head.
You did?
Yeah, like 2 months ago. And somebody told me the other day, you just got rid of all that bad energy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I've never shaved my head before. I've cut it really short, but to shave my head, was so liberating. And you just said, you lose your hair, and it's just like that's all energy.
Yeah, I mean, because what I did, I knew I was gonna shave my head before chemo. And so I went through every hairstyle. I even had a mohawk. That's how I ended it.
Yeah.
Big old mohawk. Because I was like, when am I going to have a mohawk in my life?
Yeah,
right?
Why not? I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Why not?
So, because I just did it. I knew that I wanted to be in control. And that I wasn't going to let the chemo, and losing my hair and all that, be this devastating, oh my God, my identity is, even though my hair was the bomb, this is 15 months hair growth.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, this is thank you.
Yeah.
So, that was just, going back to what you asked earlier about that inner beauty, it was all just part of it. It was just like, okay, God, if this is how you're going to humble me, I already was humble.
Yeah.
But now it's a different type of humble. And now my faith is with, I'm surrendering everything to you. And my faith is to you. I know I'm going to heal.
Yeah.
And you're going to heal me.
Yeah, amen.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I say it was the best thing for me, because it made me slow down, made me stop. I had to walk away from a lot of things. There was no more overworking anymore. I mean, I was still in grad school because I found out 3 weeks into my grad program. So I was like, I'll stay in school. I'll do treatments.
Ma, and you still stayed in school.
Oh,
and
I had to.
And
I had to.
There's no. What options do we have?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not waiting 2 more years.
Yeah. When you're not a quitter, you're not a quitter.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
There's just no option.
That. Yeah.
You can think about quitting sometimes, but then you're like, what would I do that for?
Yeah, I know, right?
Right? What is that going to bring me?
Absolutely.
Nothing. Yeah. So when you're not a quitter, you're not a quitter.
It's true. It's very true. And, that brought me just the closest to the Lord. And then at the end of that year, then I started going back to the church and growing up Catholic and going to Catholic school my entire life.
Are you still Catholic?
Oh, yeah. Hardcore, too. For the first time ever in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of free will.
Yeah.
Out of free will.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful and glad that I went to Catholic school my whole life, because all of those values were instilled in me. And you don't really understand it when you're young. Because, when you go to Catholic school, it's like, memorize this. You go to, but you don't really get it.
Yeah.
But then when you've gone through so much life like we've had, and the Lord has always shown his grace and love for you, fighting for my life, because that's how I see it, that I was fighting for my life.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
Right? But God never leaving me and showing me that he's with me through every single thing. I mean, I was just like, oh, this is what life's about.
Yeah. And so it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. I mean,
would you ever change it? Would you go back and change it, knowing that it's brought you here and how your faith is now?
No, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything in my life.
Yeah.
Because the good and bad is really what.
Yeah. I feel like when people can say that, that's when you've done a lot of healing in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And you are on the right path, and you definitely have more control than not.
Yeah. I love that.
Because everybody goes through something, and they go through, life is up and down, right?
Yeah.
But when we can say we wouldn't change it for anything, I think we are fully aware of, where we're at now, and we're truly rooted probably in being grateful.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because all of that character, I call it character development, builds resilience.
Yeah.
Right?
Do a lot of character development in our lives.
Girl, that's what I used to always tell my daughter when she was growing up.
Build character.
Girl, I'd be like, Delilah, that's character development.
Yeah.
So I always say that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's true.
I'm going to start using that.
This is character development.
Yep. So your story is just, I honestly, I didn't know
I know.
that you were a breast cancer survivor.
Thank you.
Like,
I'm all thank you.
Way to research, Trish. No,
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good, girl. It's part
Yeah.
of my testimony, though.
Yeah, no, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful testimony.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You sharing your grandfather's, accomplishments. That's amazing. Your story in itself is just very
you.
inspirational. I hope that if, you're watching and you haven't gotten a mammogram recently, you are prompted to go and get one now.
Yes.
Because I am.
Good.
And and just you being here and being able to maybe just help one person, that is amazing. You're definitely here for a reason.
Thank you.
You were brought here for a reason, for sure. And your story again is just amazing.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you so much for being here. And like so emotional. Like,
I know.
Right?
It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it really was.
I
think
had a
this
good
is the most
time.
emotional I've gotten on Tea with Trish. Like,
Really?
what? Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it because I really love your energy.
Thank you.
And to me, this is how beautiful friendships and relationships should be.
Yeah.
It should be that natural, just open connection like this, where you have those conversations and that
Absolutely.
that vibe.
Yeah,
So thank you for having me.
Of course. Oh my God, come back anytime. Come back anytime. So, where can we find you one more time on social media before we have to say until next time?
Yeah. So my Instagram is Crystal Rose Artistry.
Crystal Rose Artistry.
Yes, and then if you want my professional,
no, I'm just kidding. Yes,
then we go with my government name, Crystal Royval, which is ROY, V as in Victor, AL.
Yes. All right, guys. So you know where to go find her. And I thank you, everybody, for watching today. Today was a really important episode. And you guys know where to go to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Oh, my goodness. My gosh. Yeah. This...